Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the first actual episode of Steeply. I have something special today. It's actually a tea that's replaced coffee for me completely. I don't really consume coffee anymore, and I've switched over to this tea. So when I wake up in the morning, this is what I wake up to, and this is what helps me get through the day. It's Guayaki's Yerba Mate. And Yerba Mate, for those that aren't familiar, is actually a very popular South American drink. It's consumed there 6-1 versus coffee. So again, down there, this is a super popular drink. Normally, it's consumed in a gourd with a bombilla, which is a metal sort of straw spoon type thing, which is the traditional way of consuming it. Now, yerba mate is definitely an acquired taste. It's not something I'd recommend for you if you're a first-time tea drinker or for someone who's trying to make the transition from coffee to tea. It's very earthy, it's very herby. It's kind of like getting kicked in the face with a bale of hay, if that makes any sense. It has the same sort of flavor profile and smell of hay. But once you get past that, you start to get the sweetness of it, and just the actual flavor profile starts to bloom, especially after letting it sit for maybe 5-10 minutes after brewing it, once the heat of the water has cooled down and it's had a chance to open up a bit in your glass. This is it right here. As you can see, it's a very nice color. I actually love the color of yerba mate a lot. It's sort of a yellowish green tinge. It's a little cloudy. Smell-wise, again, you really get that earthy sort of hay-like smell to it. Taste-wise, it's very similar. You know, when it first hits your mouth on the front palate, you feel that sort of kick of hay. It's aggressive. It sort of attacks you. A lot of teas, especially cheap teas, that leave a lingering sort of sometimes overly bitter taste in your mouth, and that can also be caused through improper brewing. If you burn your tea or you accidentally oversteep it, you'll get a lot of the same sort of flavor profile that comes out of it. Then on the mid palate, you get some of the chalkiness that comes through, and once that dissipates in your back palate, you start to get the sweetness, you start to get the rest of the flavor of the tea, which is really good because the aftertaste itself isn't horrible. Like I said, yerba mate is definitely an acquired taste, so I will be reviewing a couple of blends that aren't pure yerba mate that would be good for people who are either new to the tea world or who want to venture into yerba mate but not be turned off immediately, because that can be sometimes a gut reaction. It's a little strong. But if you are someone who drinks your coffee black, you're used to the bitterness, this won't be necessarily too much of a drastic change for you. Again, an acquired taste, not for everyone, but I highly recommend it, and it's mainly because of the health benefits. And I'm gonna have to read off of a list here because there's a lot to cover, so bear with me. For vitamins, you have your A, your vitamin C, vitamin E, you have B1, B2, B3, B5, and B complex. So you pretty much cover all of the vitamin Bs. The only vital vitamin that you're lacking is vitamin D, and it also comes jam-packed with a bunch of minerals. So you have calcium, you have magnesium, you have iron, selenium, potassium, magnesium, phosphorus, and zinc. So it's kind of like a multivitamin in a glass, and it's also one of the reasons why I very much enjoy drinking it on a day-to-day basis. You also have theophylline, theobromine, and L-Theanine, which helps combat the jitteriness of the caffeine. It's what also gives it that relaxing sort of buzz to it. It's not like drinking 6 cups of coffee and you're bouncing off the walls. The really good thing about yerba mate is it helps you focus. One of the reasons why I tend to drink it in the morning. I wake up, I get energized, and I'm able to sit down almost immediately and drill down on work without feeling the distractions of caffeine that are sometimes presented. And in terms of caffeine content, yerba mate is actually pretty high on the scale, which is good because you still have that mental buzz. It's just not a very physical, overbearing sort of shakiness and, you know, feeling like you need to bench press 400 pounds so that you can calm down a bit and be able to focus properly. Like I said, I would maybe start with a blended version of yerba mate so you can feel some of the benefits that it offers without having the full-fledged taste. If you do want to give the pure yerba mate a shot, I'm going to leave a little link in the description to Amazon where you can purchase a 16-ounce bag of this stuff. It's made by Guayaki. They're actually a really awesome company. Their whole thing is attempting to keep the yerba mate they sell at its purest form. It's ground up with stems and leaves. It's shade grown. They're actually also attempting to help restructure the rainforest with the proceeds that are made through the product. So if you want to go down through the Amazon link, not only will it give them a sale, but it'll also help me out. For every purchase that's made through the link, I'll get a little kickback as well. So if you like Steeply and you want to help support me, that would be an amazing way to do it, as well as liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing it amongst your friends. Thanks a lot for watching the first review of Steeply. See you guys next Friday.